Hi guys, so today I actually wanted to make a video. I actually really enjoy watching these type of videos, so I figured I'd make one myself. And it's like baby must-haves. And I actually consider these like, not like you're dying and you really need them, but honestly I like to think of them, they make your life so much easier. Let me get started with this one, this item. Now this item, I actually mentioned it in my hospital bag. This thing is awesome. So it's a little organizer briefcase, and what it is, well, obviously an organizer briefcase, but it comes with like the tabs already made for you. Like it says for insurance, childcare, birth certificate, social security. It's just an organizer for you to have like all important documents for your baby or your child. And honestly, if you have even one or two or however many kids you have, this thing is amazing. I honestly have everything important in here, and I just have it in a safe place, and everything is so organized, and it's a little briefcase, and it's honestly the best thing ever. Going in any specific order, by the way. I'm just trying to get stuff out of the way that's big and bulky. So this is kind of big and bulky a little bit, yes, but it's one of those sanitizing machines. Now this one, I got it, the brand is Dr. Brown, and I got it at Babies R Us when it was open. I honestly love this thing. It has like the top compartment where you can put like the nipples from the bottles, like pacifiers, little spoons and stuff, and then the bottom part opens up, and this is where you put like all the bottles. I honestly can fit like 6, maybe 5 bottles, like the big regular size ones, and sippy cups. But I don't use it just for like the bottles. I actually use this for anything, for his toys that are able to go in here. What else? Pacifier spoons, like sippy cups, anything that he puts in his mouth that I need to sanitize that's able to fit in here, I put it in here. And I honestly love it because you set it, you just turn it on, you put the items in and you set it, and I believe it only takes 8 minutes. 8 minutes, and it steams them, it cools them, and then you just take them out and you let them either air dry or you dry them yourself. But this one, I believe, is $50 as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'll actually put the actual price on it somewhere on the screen. But yes, this honestly, I haven't seen another one. I've seen a lot of them where you put in the microwave, and I honestly am not a big fan of like the whole microwave thing, because you know it's just not good to be using the microwave. So this one hooks up, and it's kind of, I mean, it takes up a little bit of space, but honestly I use this every day to put stuff in, and it's just so handy. I just throw it in there, it's easy to use, my husband can use it. So honestly, this one's pretty good. I actually really like this one. And I know you could boil stuff like over the stove and stuff like that, but sometimes you tend to forget, or you're multitasking like me, and you just need to throw it in there and then come back to it later. When if you boil it, like if you think about boiling all the stuff like old school, if it's me, I'm gonna forget. The things are gonna boil, they're probably gonna melt, they're just gonna come apart. So I honestly would rather use that. Now moving on, these are kind of, they're lifesavers, and I say lifesavers because they honestly help you out so much. It's not like, oh, a must-have, like some type of cream that I honestly recommend. But this toy, and at first I didn't understand why my husband wanted to get it, but at first, before, when we had Vincent, but now having this toy contraption thing is awesome. So what's really cool about it is that this thing, you can clip it onto pretty much anything. Like these little things go and they clip onto, like we use this on the car seat. We put it on the car seat, we put it on the stroller. I even take this thing with me into when we go into restaurants, and I clip it onto the high chair. So if he's done eating, or if he doesn't really want to eat, instead of like making noise and just, you know, being a baby, he gets so distracted with his little thing that this thing is awesome. You can also actually, I think I've seen it, people clip it onto like cribs and stuff like that. But honestly, anything, these little things are adjustable, and that's, I love this thing, and I'm glad my husband ended up getting it because that's really helpful. Now the next thing, this might not apply to you if you don't use pacifiers, but if you use pacifiers, these little like lanyard things that clip onto like the baby's clothes, this part goes to the pacifier, and this part obviously attaches to wherever you need it attached. I usually attach it to his little shirt, but I'm talking about these just because I've had other ones that I don't know if you could see, but the little clip-ons here, they're plastic. They're plastic clip-ons, and usually you see the metal ones, and those, or the metal ones, and also I've seen like clear plastic ones from this part. So that's why, I mean, I've tried all of them, and honestly, the metal one was a big no-no. That thing one time, I don't know how it happened, that I like swung it or was trying to put it on him, or he took it out or something, and it actually hit him and it made up a mark. That metal part was just no. And then every time I would try to wash it, it's metal, so obviously it starts rusting after a while. So these are from the brand, I believe it's Newbie. So they sell it like at Walmart or Target. I think they're $5.99 a pack, and the pack comes with 2 of them. I have so many, and the cool thing about these that I actually really love is obviously they help you keep your pacifier on your child and it's not on the floor everywhere, but they're washable. So they're machine washable. So what I do once they start getting, or once they're dirty, I just take it off and I throw it in the washer with all his other, with his clothes and just with his other stuff. And I don't put them in the dryer just because they dry like really fast. I just let them air dry outside when I take them, when I take these out of the machine. Now moving on to bottles. Bottles, I'm only going to mention the ones I've used, and the ones I started out with, and I actually, this is not like a must-have, I say, are the Dr. Brown's, these little babies. And I started with these because before having a baby, obviously I couldn't test them, so I didn't really know. But these, okay, at first they were like okay, but there's so many darn pieces to the, okay, there's the cap. There's, when you take all this apart and you're trying to wash and sanitize everything, okay, that's like the nipple part. So that's already 3 pieces right there. You take off this thing and this, the inside part, and then the bottle. So it's like 6 pieces that you have to like take apart, wash, sanitize. This is just a lot of time, So I honestly do not recommend these. So right after these, actually I have a breast pump that came with these, with this bottle. Now this bottle, I honestly love it because, okay, it's only the lid, the bottle, and then the nipple and this lid part to it. So it's not that much. And honestly, this bottle was a lifesaver because at first I wasn't using it because I was breastfeeding Vincent, but when I did have to leave him, for some reason he didn't like this bottle from Dr. Brown, and I think it's because, and a friend actually recommended this one because of the nipple, how the nipple is shaped. See how it's like round and chunky and like not as pointy, versus this one is extremely pointy. Now if your baby's not picky and just takes the bottle, lucky for you. I wasn't so lucky. Vincent was not taking it from this one, so my friend recommended to get this one. Now this one, I had it because it came with my breast pump, so I ended up using it, and he loved it and he did really good with it. And I could get into about this thing being supposedly better with colic and I don't know what, the baby doesn't get any air, but I just think all babies get it. Like, I don't think this actually really helps. Vincent was still getting colic when he was on using this, so I honestly don't even see the purpose of that. And then these, once he grew out of using this small one, we moved on to the big one. So yes, this one is honestly so easy. And also too, actually, I was almost going to forget, this hooks up to my breast pump. So the breast pump, you can either pump from like 5 ounces or use the bigger one. I'm not quite sure how you say this brand, but it's very common. I see it all the time. They have a bunch of products. This one hooks up to the breast pump, so that's what's really cool. And it also came with like lids. So moving on is a little like baby cam. Now at first I wasn't a fan, just because I saw those stories of like how people hack into them and this and that, but my husband got this one off Amazon, and I guess it's only like through like I don't know if it's only like a one-way. It's not connected to like any type of internet or anything like that. And our place is small, so I honestly didn't see the reason to get it. I would just leave the door like a little bit open and I would be able to hear him. But honestly, it gives you a peace of mind, and you can actually go and do other things around the house, and you could have the little monitor on you and you could see him. So you could see him and you could hear him. You could even move it around. You could talk through it. So honestly, a baby monitor is a must. It doesn't necessarily need to be this one. Another thing is, let me see, is this little Hippo. This Hippo we got at Walmart for, I believe, $20. Now what this does is it plays music, it plays lullabies, and the different types of music that it has is actually really nice. It has like nature music, it has lullabies, and it has like Mozart music and stuff, but it also has lights on top. So you guys probably seen these, and it lights up the sky. Vincent loves this thing, and we love it just because it's so small and portable. When we go somewhere, like say we need to stay in a hotel, or when I go visit my brother, he's actually 3 hours away, we take this with us, and he honestly loves it. It has a timer for 15, 30, or 45 minutes. It's from VTech. I know there's so many different ones out there. We just ended up choosing this blue Hippo. We thought it was cute, and this thing is awesome. As soon as we turn it on, he stays up looking at the stars and whatever else figures it has on here. And the music is actually really, really soothing, so he really, really enjoys this, and we like it. And honestly, it helps us put him to sleep. We just turn this on and he goes right to sleep. Now another thing that has music, that has lights, that Vincent loved, you guys probably seen this, is these, oh, I don't want to blind you guys with the mirror, but it's a mirror. It's the one that you hook up in your car, so it's like a mirror and it has lights and stuff. But what I really like about this one is that it has a remote. So this one has like a clip, as you can see, and you can control it. So if you're driving and the baby for whatever reason is like freaking out, or just you don't know what's going on with the baby and you need to distract him, I seriously just grab the little remote and I press the button and it turns on. So it starts do the little lights and it sings and stuff, and honestly it distracts him. He loves it. There's 2 settings. I think there's like a happy, like when he's awake setting, and then there's a sleeping setting on the remote. Like Vincent falls asleep to this thing. This thing turns on and he's in the car, and the motion and the music, he's out. So one other thing is, I couldn't bring the whole thing because the other part of it is in another part of the house, but it's this baby swing. And it probably doesn't look like a baby swing here, but this is the part where obviously you put the baby in, and it's a swing. It's a baby swing. But honestly, what's a lifesaver about this baby swing, and that I love, and honestly that I'm so glad we chose this one, is that it's a baby swing, but it detaches, obviously, because I have it in my hand. So you just honestly click it in, and it swings either this way or it swings this way. So you could choose which way to swing. But the thing that's really, really cool is obviously that it detaches. And lastly, I'm gonna talk about the diaper bag I use. And this is the diaper bag I use. It's from Skip Hop. And the reason why I like this one is honestly just because it's like backpack style. And the backpack style, you could get any diaper bag, but honestly the backpack style, this one, like, or just any type of backpack, I honestly recommend doing, because you just throw it on your back and it's out of your way. Like you can have like everything in front like cleared, so you can attend to your baby, you can get stuff, it's not in the way, versus say a regular diaper bag. Regular diaper bag, you have to either put it over your shoulders or put it like across, and I just find that it's in the way. So honestly, putting this behind me is awesome, and it does have the stroller clips where it clips onto the stroller, so that's good. And it's not big, it's not so big and bulky where like it's in the way. I could seriously throw it in anywhere. And the cool thing too is that my husband doesn't mind carrying it, because when we go out, this is what we end up using with Vincent, and he does not mind one bit carrying it because it's a backpack, it's blue, it's not as girly, but to me, I actually really like it, it's cute. Yes, so those were my 10 items that I honestly think that they're lifesavers. I recommend all of them, and just because I've used them with my first baby, I am going to use them with my second one. So I'm actually really excited to be using these, to continue to be using these products. And hopefully this video was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer them. And yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope I'm not forgetting anything. But yes, thank you so much again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.